So today I'll be creating a game from scratch. So so if you are new, let me show you how. You go to verse8.io. So this is what you see when you first go to verse8.io. So for the cross on Verse8 GameJam, you come to this place called Partners right here. You click on it and you click on cross. So it will take you to this. Why is it not loading? Cross. Okay. It will take you to this page. This is where you put your prompt. So I want to use an IP for Blade, the Return of Evil. Okay. So let's say, okay, I got one. Let's say, create a game using the Blade. Let me see again. Using Blade, using the game, okay? Blade. Using the game IP, okay? Blade, the Return of the Evil. Okay, let's try this first and see what comes out. Create. So create. This is going to be my 5th game for the cross Verse8 GameJam, and I still haven't submitted yet. So after I create this one, I'm going to pick one game to submit. So here we go. As you can see, the Verse8 AI is analyzing your prompts. So you just have to be patient and wait. Now it's generating a response. Okay. This is the first thing you do. But mostly when I want to create games, I don't do it this way. Sometimes I do it this way. So what I usually do is I like to create the environment before I create the player. So I usually tell it to create a certain type of environment, and when I'm done adding some assets, then I create the player in. But for now, I just want to do a quick tutorial so you guys can see. Still generating response. Okay, it's still loading. Still loading. So always try to stay on your page when it's working. Whenever the AI is responding, always try to stay on the page. Don't, because sometimes if you open something else on top of the page, it might affect your page and make it slow, or even affect the AI working. So it's always good to leave the page on. So when you want to create games, make sure you have the time. Something you have to take your time and wait. So this is one method to just go straight and let the AI create what it wants, what you want, but I mean it's going to do its own thing. But if you want to be specific, you have to start writing the prompts, maybe create a square box, then start adding stuff with one prompt at a time. So, however you want to work, it depends. But I think it depends on what you want at the end of the day. Either way, it works. But sometimes giving the AI this kind of prompt is going to bring some assets that you don't even want in the game, and then you have to start rewriting prompts to remove, and then you've already wasted a lot of money. So that's the disadvantage of giving the AI a very huge command that you have to start repairing a lot later. Okay, so this is our first result. Okay, this is looking good. Wow. Okay, having some obstruction. I don't think I already have a similar game like this, so I don't think I'll be using this game. So I'm just showing you guys what to do to create such games. So what we are going to do now, we're going to I think we're going to add some enemies. Let me show you how you add enemies. Because if I say I want to work on this game, it's going to cost me so much, and we just have 3 days left to the end of the game. So I don't think I'll finish up on this game, but I'll show you some other tricks you can use and steps you can use to advance the game. So we'll confirm this one first. Always confirm. If you like what you have created, you confirm. So the game is stored, the progress is stored. So even if you leave and come back, you get back to the same results. So our next prompt, what should we do next? Should we create the enemies, or okay, let's create the enemies first. So I'm still using the IP. Let me see. Oh, this rendering is really terrible. Create enemies. Okay, from the game IP Blade, the return of evil. Okay, let's create some enemies from the game IP Blade, the return of evil, and add them to the scene, to the game. I will implement attack later. Do not do anything else apart from creating the enemies. So the reason why you have to be specific with this creation is sometimes when you tell the AI to create enemies, it just automatically gives them attack and all those things, and maybe you do not want the enemies to have those features yet, and that actually makes you spend more money. So if you don't want to spend too much and you want to really maximize your outputs and minimize your spending, you have to be specific with your prompts. But there's nothing wrong with spending if you have all the money to spend. But if you have little credits, then you have to be specific with your prompts. That's the only way you can manage your funds. So it's creating the new enemies. Let's see. Okay, it's loading. I think the enemies have been created, so let's see what it's like. Okay, here's one. Okay, I've seen one. That's okay. Let me confirm. So the importance of this is, I think we're having a little rendering issue. As you can see, the game did not load properly. So let's see if we can fix this error. Game materials did not load properly. Reduce the materials in the game by 50% and make sure all assets load, all game, players and enemy load properly and fast. Okay, so as you can see, these are the challenges you are going to face when creating a 2D or 2.5D game, because 3D assets are hard to control. So let's see how it's going to fix. Okay, now it has loaded properly this time, and the AI has not even fixed the error yet. So, but I still wanted to reduce these stuffs are too much. I have to reduce the stuff. These triangular, these pyramid shaped like objects. Yeah, they look like pyramids. So yes. So the movement is really fluid. Okay. The game should now load faster and run more smoothly with fewer active entities, which is very correct. So let's see. Okay. It says performance optimization complete. Okay. So what do we do now? Add objects. Remove 50% of the black pyramid shape like buildings. Okay. So I want to reduce those pyramid shape like buildings. Those objects, I think, is also affecting the loading time. So when you are making all this stuff, the AI always suggests your next step: implement combat logic, add enemy AI, create UI for health skills and that. So I'll reduce the density of the pyramid building by 50%. But I actually wanted it to reduce the object amount, not the density. So these are the things I'm talking about. These are the things I'm talking about. So creating these games actually takes time. So as you can see, so these are just a few steps to creating 2.5D games. And as you can see, this is progress we've made so far. So let's just do one last thing: the enemy attack, before we'll call it a day. So I'm going to confirm this first, and I'll write the prompt for the enemy attack. So I can even go ahead and just type it before it's all done. Enemies should attack. Enemies should attack player 10 seconds after the player 10 seconds after the game starts. Okay, I just end pushing limits 800 prompts. That was my 8 enemy should attack player 10 seconds after the game starts. This was my rather that was my 800 prompt on verse 8. So now I should be on gold level, which means any game I upload, I can always put it out for people to see on the verse 8 page. So it takes a lot to get to gold level. You have to play games and create a lot of games. So can't wait to launch my next game. So far I have about I think 12 or 11 games, I think, or is it 10? I'll check. So I want to show you guys how to navigate the verse 8. I don't know, maybe I should do that in another tutorial. I'll do that in my next video. How to navigate the whole verse 8, how to get points as a player, as a creator, and how to upgrade your tier from bronze to silver to gold real fast. So watch out for my next video, which I'll be doing. So we're waiting for the attack implementation. Okay. Okay. So ten seconds. Are we up to 10 seconds? Where are the enemies? Where are the enemies? I can't see any enemies. Okay, so how do we fix this problem? I think I have to make the enemy spawn close to the player. Okay, here's one. How come he's not attacking? Okay, make enemies spawn 10 feet. Wow. So once I get the enemy to attack, and then I'll call it a day. Okay. So I said the enemy should start. Should attack the player. Okay, final prompt. I've done the basics, just showing you how to run prompts and start adding assets on enemies. So I don't want to exhaust my credit because I will not be launching this game. I will be launching this game, but maybe in the future, but not now. I just want to do something really simple for my last game on Verse8 Cross Jam. So this is just a tutorial for people who don't know how to make 2.5D games, or people who are new to the Verse8 universe. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Wow, okay. See here, the AI is giving me next step. Implement player combat logic, create UI for skills, add sound effects. Your sound effects is the last thing you should always add. When you're done, the sound effect is the last thing you should add. Because if you make a mistake with the sound effect in the beginning, it's going to cost you money. Then you don't like the sound effect, then later you have to change it again. So always make sure you add the sound effect last. So that's what I do. because sometimes even the sound you get might not be what you want, and you have to generate another sound. So it's just like that. Wow. Where is my health bar? I can't see the health bar. The health bar did not display when the game started. Fix this. You see, these are the things I'm talking about. One prompt to the other, and man, it's easy, but you need to be patient. All you have to do is type and let the AI do its work. But if you're not getting the results you want, it can be a little frustrating, but you just have to be patient. Nothing good comes easy. So okay. Okay. See, the head bar just appeared again. Let's see if the game starts. If it's going to load. Okay. Now we have solved the problem. As you can see, the health bar is here. So I'm trying to fix the issue of the enemies not attacking the player when the game starts. Let's see if it's gonna work. You see some of the enemies are suspended. So all you have to do is tell the AI enemies are not on the level ground with the player, and need to find a way to fix it. I'm not fixing that right now though. I just want the enemies to attack the player. AI is working. It's working. Get this done so I can move on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wow. Okay. That worked. So you can see. All I have to do now is create players. If the player is defeated, game restarts, add enemy life and all that. So it's really not so hard, as you can see. Once you get the basics of this, then you can start implementing if you want what you want to be the assets. If you want to tokenize the game, send it to Forge after deploying on cross mainnet. So you can create assets. Maybe you want to mine stones, minerals, or whatever you want to mine while playing the game to use as a token. You can also create a sidekick that goes with you in the game and all that. So it's really that easy. So that's it. So I hope you guys were able to learn a little from what I just did. So I think we'll have to call it today now. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Shout out to Verse8, shout out to Cross. Thank you all for watching. Bye.